There's the breaking news. The Minister of Education, Dr. Maruf Olatunji Alausa, has proposed extending the National Youth Service Corps NYSC program from 1 year to 2 years.
Wow.
Loads of amazing. Let me even read this. I got this on Twitter. The first comment: yes, it's a wise idea. The Nigerian Army, Nigerian Police and Custom and others can immediately absorb them after a completion of 2 years military training. This will gather this level of unemployment in the country. That's it. So you now tell me to go and join military by force?
I don't understand. What's their plan?
It's not what's their plan.
This one is Oluwarotimi. He says, I think it's a good idea. Most people say a good idea. He says 77,000 times 24 is 1.8 million, and if you sabi your way, you can ghost the service. Nigeria and thief.
Honestly, we are very corny.
This guy say, just show me one 2G way get sense.
That means the two people we should talk.
No, the minister. You know the minister's name?
Is Tunji.
Where is his name again? Dr. Maruf Olatunji Alausa. Show me any 2G way get sense. Meaning what he said is like Jago.
How can they increase service that is supposed to be for 1 year for 2 years after going to school for 4-5 years minus strike?
But where are you running to? Are you not going to get to 90 years? Abi?
Does that mean we should no, that is too much.
Okay, all of us that have graduated and did 1 year service, what are we doing after that 1 year?
Yeah,
but at least we can use that time to start thinking of different type of things.
Although the problem is that we, especially young people, we have the mentality of trying to figure out our life after school, not in school. So we feel like it's when we go to school and after we are done with school, then after we are done with university after 4 years or 5 years, we now start thinking, okay, now I'm done. What do I do? So that I think that's the problem of major young people, especially with us in Nigeria here. So they are, plenty of them have not discovered themselves before they went to school.
And that's why, since they know that you people are not discovering yourself, let Kukuma Pakuna go military.
They should be instead, I think they should either come up with a program or conferences to help young people at least.
Who is the day that will come up? Minister of Education is trying to say, let's keep it for 2 years instead of you just running along. And since we are paying you, Shebi, there's no job. You say there's no.
How much are they paying? The money you are paying can't kill, bro. What would 70,000 do in this our economy?
77,000.
70, even 80,000. What would 80,000
naira do? Anything. 77,000. You don't have a charge. You are not going to school. Not like you're paying rent. Nothing. 77,000.
Then but some people they went to school for 6 years.
No.
After that 6 years.
Nah, carry over. You get that.
We're just saying 6 years. Then others after the
4 and 5 years.
After the 5 years, that money. Then you still.
Yes, they pay. They just increased it too. It's not like, and they even said they are going to pay arrears. Like for the last people that just passed, that they will go and pay them the arrears. I think since they said they implemented from last year, probably they will go back and pay the people who had even passed out. Wow. They will pay them that lump sum together.
Doesn't
but
matter.
Somebody says he was having a conversation with his friend, and then his friend was saying, please, which NYSC level you did now? He said, I did 200 level.
That's what they want.
Because if you have 100 first year, second year, if not, because all of us are still going to be coppers.
Possibly,
that means
they will make it 4 years.
4 years.
Nigeria can do what you will never expect.
Haba.
Gradually, that's how they keep selling things to us like this. Once we keep buying it, they'll keep increasing the whole stock.
But a lot of people are appreciating it too. Tyreek said, you are very right, and these will help unemployment and entrepreneurship. I believe increased allowance to about 150 or 200,000 a month is doable. You know, they just increased to 77. Somebody else is saying take it to 150 or 200,000.
People don't take the election at work.
Honestly, petroleum
you know, go find
2 years is enough to decide on what you want to do as a young adult. Not everyone will get a job.
Exactly. Then after the 2 years, what would they do?
But that is another question I want to ask.
After they are taking them into the military or whatever.
Maybe they should. No, somebody was just suggesting that too. Not like.
So what?
After the
we just went to school to waste ourselves, then come back to service. Then from service, we are going to.
After the 2 years, we will propose that you make it for.
Honestly, there's no way. They 4 years. Honestly, they go.
No,
so we know we are working.
Yes, now because there's no way you can gather this 77 whatever in 2 years. How much will you even have?
Left
after this 2 years?
It depends.
And your transportation also, your feeding.
transportation, feeding.
But wait, let's look at it
rent.
from two perspectives. If you go after 1 year and leave, who is going to feed you at that point?
You start improvising, looking for jobs.
Then you can improvise even while you're in NYSC.
There's something we call the earlier the better.
Me, I would even advise any young person. The moment you get into school safe, the earlier the better. Start looking for, like what Daddy said yesterday that I was talking to Deborah. He said now you should be learning how to be able to use the computer and learn all those stuff. When you get to school at 200 level, look for something you know you can learn. Like you want to learn catering, now you can start learning catering at 200 level. The moment you are leaving school, pam, you have something to do.
How many people get my sense? You they compare my sense with
No, that's what I'm saying. At least if people have this idea, like people are learning.
It's legit. It's like most youthful people, anybody that is young, they are living on fast forward. They don't face reality. It's their dream that drives them. And once your dream is driving you and you don't have a caution, let me tell you this. One day when I was a little bit sad about the role women play in our lives, basically, then I asked to pray. You know, I'm a Christian through and through. So I was asking God, why is it that females are just always there like to crash our lives as young men? If you're a young man that got married, your first 2-3 years, you go be like, say, demon enter your house. Because you won't really understand what the lady is doing, all the don't do. Then God told me that ladies are in your life too, as caution. They are like your brakes. They are the ones that make you calm down. If you leave a man to continue to run, all of us will just be dying at 40. Because there will be nothing to calm you down, nothing to step you down. So in real life for young people, that's why they are on the fast lane. There's nothing to calm them down. They won't listen to their parents, they don't listen to mentors, they don't have even girlfriends, they don't even have good girlfriends because they have multiples of them. So at the end of the day, most young people are going to crash. But legitimately, if I'm to advise any young one, once you are young, don't look after menial jobs because you will just turn to a laborer. All these young girls, even you see all these are old mothers now that don't let me use that word of that don't really know much. They will keep telling you, you're a young girl, go and learn baking, go and learn hairdressing. What will you turn out to? All the hairdresser, bakers, the multitudes of them, 95% of them, what are they bringing out? It's really nothing. What you should go towards as a young person in this world of digitalization is tech. Yeah. Go towards digitalization. So computer. 100 level, 200 level, 300, everything computer. Once you get to 300 level and you know your way around the AI technology, you know your way around Web3, which is crypto, you know your way around all this foreign exchange. It doesn't mean you have to be a trader or something, but understand it, know how it works, it will absorb you. Now your thinking faculty has something about what is going on in the whole world, not in your local place, because your fashion designing now is what? You don't even know how to digitalize it. Yes. So concentrate for the first 3 years of your university on digital. Everything you are learning is computer. After that, go and learn tailoring, go and learn anything for the remaining 2 years of your university. So once you graduate and you go to NYSC, either 1 year or 2 years, whatever they do, in that NYSC, it is your handwork, because you have to work for government. Don't forget.
Sure.
The handwork is what you use to sustain yourself so that you won't rely on your parents. Now, if God has blessed you enough to expand it to a larger percentage, if you can use the technological skills you have to advance it, glory be to God. If you can't, at that time you will now be certain. Am I going to get a job? Am I going to continue in the line of business? Am I traveling out? So sometimes it is the tool that you have in your hand that determine what your decision process is.
Yes, sir.
But if you don't have the right tool, you are going to decide wrongly. So your life becomes rubbish because the tool you have cannot sustain whatever you are thinking about. And it is also your brain that will still think. Because I won't come and think for you. Even if you ask me for advice, it is in line of what you are discussing with me that I will discuss with you on. But it's you, the information that you have, that determines how expansive your decisions can be. And that's why most people are just limited in a cycle, because there is nothing in their brain. Absolute nothing. And when I mean nothing in their brain, I don't mean physics, chemistry, government, and biology. I mean real life experiences, biographies. How many successful people have you read anything about? Do you know the process they took? Whatever you want to be. If you want to be a tailor, how many tailors have you read about? Tailors probably don't write books. So you know nothing about tailoring. So it's only your guy that taught you.
Yeah.
And so the limitations of your guy is your limitation. And actually, they won't even tell you what their real limitations are, because they will just tell you God did it. That's all. So the cycle continues. We are just in trouble generally. And at the end of the day, every young person will now look towards kidnapping, Yahoo.
What I even feel,
for them.
If the NYSC, they want to help the youth, right? What they can do, if they are increasing it to 2 years, the 1 year, yes, we are working for a country, yes, then the other year, they should at least implement learning of trade like skill for them. It will help them.
When
So
you're
when they
working for your
finish
government.
from
no, they
that
do
part,
that. When we were in NYSC,
There are vocations,
I
right?
served in Anambra. They will usually bring all this vocational stuff. But look, there is nothing government can do about humanity. Nothing. Let's be frank.
As in personal,
Government
right?
cannot help you. Okay, for a whole year, are they going to say, oh, all of you go and register in a tailoring outfit? Or all of you go and register where there is vulcanizing?
you
What
just
would they
pick a
do?
particular
Except in the
space you
local
want.
government sector, in some states, like
How deeply can they even do it?
maybe, but it's actually not in a larger scale. But I think it's
And
something
it's always
like that.
have political undertone.
Yeah, exactly. No, there are benefits to
They
them.
will come and buy you machine, come
Yeah,
and buy you this. It's
exactly.
always political. It's so that you people can vote for us.
Exactly.
Government don't really repair anything, really.
It's true.
The way the thing happens is government is meant to make laws, and that's it. Just make the laws, the
And
lawmakers
not even abide by
implement.
it.
Yes.
Yeah,
they won't-
No,
Forget
it's natural.
They are very good in making the law.
Someone
but
posted something and said if you are in a bus and you want to start a conversation and anyway everywhere is quiet,
Just mention Tinubu.
mention T before you complete the Tinubu. You say this country, so is this country.
There is no country that the government will fix. The only thing is government can lead the way by implementing, laws and what do they call this thing? Implementing policies that will help everyone. But at the end of the day, it's the people, human beings, that will implement most of those things. And it starts from businessmen. And you can't run business unless you have the sense. That's till tomorrow. Maybe because I served in Anambra, I love the Igbos just by the way they run their businesses.
Sure.
Funny enough, they don't have regular Western education. Most of us we think they are educated. What's the meaning of education? That you sat in class. Some people sat under me for me to teach them the business. That's education too.
Yeah.
Because it's not officially acceptable doesn't mean it's education. They can trade, they can make bar purchases, they build houses, they import things. That's education.
Exactly.
So for most people who have the regular ones, it's either, and that's why I love the people in Ekiti. They don't even stress themselves. Once you leave school, you go and do your master's degree, you do professorship, doctorate degree, and then you start lecturing. Simple. Because at the end of the day, all these book, school, you can't really use it for business. You can't use it for real world. And most of us are arrogant. We don't want to go and learn the way Igbos learn. Because now you are going backwards again. And you don't want to advance to get to the position of being a professor or teaching in the university. That's how the problem just escalates. So most people, if they like, let them put NYSC for 5 years. It will only increase the number of pregnancies that they will have. That you think NYSC is good?
honestly.
Oh Lord! Oh my sweet living Jesus! NYSC. Okay, when I was in Anambra, I served in Obeledu. Oh, God rest the soul of my principal. I love the man. I was doing business. He had a poultry. Then the egg is birds were laying. They are like this. My hand one, and he was selling it cheaper than the one we had in Ekiti. So I became a egg dealer in Ekiti. I would load the egg inside what they call this thing. This thing they used to paint houses. Paint buckets.
Buckets.
I will load it like that. I'll buy it from him, load it, and send it home. And somebody will collect it from there, and then they will help me sell. I was making like ×4 of the money I buy here. So if I buy like 8,000, 6,000, I'll go and get like 20-something thousand, 30-something thousand from what they will sell in Ekiti. And people will pay down before I even bring it there. So I was just loading it like every week. I was loading. Sometimes I would load 25. All the seats of the Nigeria was good then, no. Because if from Onitsha, if I would charter a car from Obeledu, which is Newi, to Opiweka, and then go and drop it there, and then they will send it. That was very smooth. And guess what? All true. I was thinking in times of business and all, because I started that in the university. Some of my mates, guess what they were doing? They were just dating the students and learning how to speak Igbo. Yes, now that's what they were doing. You'll be seeing girls everywhere. We had staff quarters then. Be Copper's Lodge, they call it. Not staff quarters, Copper's Lodge. You just be seeing them. I would just be looking at them like this, and that was what they did for the whole year. And then they'll be teaching mathematics, teach this, teach that. Because this thing is funny. One of the things is, if you are old and the students are young, like real teacher, that gap in age, there's a limit to how an old man can be convenient with a secondary school girl touching your head like this or something. In that order. But if you are a copper, your age to their age is close.
Yes, sir.
An average girl in secondary school will be like 16, 18, 19. You are 24, 27. So you're like normal boyfriend girlfriend self in regular life. That's dating upon dating upon dating upon dating. We didn't have case of pregnancy and all of that, or at least I did not hear any of it. But you see that dating, they were dating home and away. That's what they call paya baya everywhere. So to me, if you increase coupleship to 2 years, you just discover everybody is getting married. Because the more they have time,
it's more pregnancy because they won't get married.
I don't even like it. I don't.
And just because you want to pay 77,000.
People are even strong. Jesus.
Yeah, me, I don't know for that one. No. Let me keep my own cup.
Giant
Let's have it. So that's it. I don't agree. Do you agree?
No, I don't agree.
Do you agree?
I don't, sir.
I don't agree.
I totally disagree, sir.
So all of us disagree.
I don't.
Okay.